a busy man in the passing game. It's the Desperados and the Commanders next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
He's coming off an incredibly productive game, Mike, where he was able to find the end zone 4 different times through the air and secure the win. But it wasn't perfect by any means. He played well enough to come away with the victory. But with that said, he has to clean up on the interceptions. He knows the 2 picks. A couple other close calls he got away with. If those fall into the wrong hands, that game could have went an entirely different way. Coming into here today, can he keep the production in the passing game and come away with a little bit of a cleaner stat sheet?
Second down and 8. They send a receiver in motion left. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the... And that's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. And that will be a first down. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll lead to a second down. Up the middle they go. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
To the goal line and in. Xavier Legette, touchdown Desperados.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Kick is good. That's the score. Desperados 7, Commanders nothing.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Commanders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. Drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a first carry for their running back. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Ready.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense.
The penalty gets them back where they started, and it is 3rd down and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run and And this is Ramondre Stevenson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to Stevenson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll run out of the gun. And it's Stevenson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Not just a 1st down, but reception number 70 on the season.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Give up the middle to Stevenson. Whoa. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Desperados. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Desperados move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. A tight end in motion now. A handoff here, up the middle, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Throwing now, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out.
That penalty is declined.
Here we go, strike.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On the carry, it's Stevenson. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brock, go switch. Brock, hey, roll.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Desperados offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders.
Perfectly timed blitz, and he just gets to the quarterback a fraction of a second too late. The ball comes out of his hand kind of funny as a result of the hit, and I'm not even exactly sure if the guy who caught it was his intended target.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Ready, let's go. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw on the run is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Alert, alert.
Now a give on the ground, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. Even in today's age of offense, still a meaningful number for quarterbacks and not an easy plateau to reach. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes, so can't let that last incomplete break what's been a...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The home team's offense going to take over just before the half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
first down. Daniels. This one complete to Melton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Ready, go. Ready.
Daniels gonna throw again. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin. Now here's timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready, hut. Ready.
Throwing again. Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Desperado Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson heading out onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd down, here's a run with Stevenson. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Pistol give to Stevenson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. One of the tight ends in motion right. A quick throw. That's we get on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. A run here with Stevenson. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh...
And he will score. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Desperados. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready. Go. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
That's good for Washington. First down.
Smash. Check.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
On the jump. Go. Check, Panther.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Ready.
Here's Daniels. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Terry intended target on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. The motion man here is McLaurin. To the air again is Daniels. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 22-yard line.
On second down, it's Daniels. He's got room to roam. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal. The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal.
Here we go. Shot.
They put Strange in motion.
Ready, ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
Tag. Hut, hut.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. This caught, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. Here's first and 10.
Go.
They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Breathing room up past the 15. Ramondre Stevenson. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. An even 100 yards. It is a touchdown. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kick is good. Makes the score Desperados 28, Commanders nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. Go. Hut, go. Check out.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Wow, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. because right now these downfield.
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And the Desperados are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Come on. Set.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Commanders.
On 1st down, Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
At the 20-yard line.
Go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Washington. The extra point, up and good. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Desperados offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run on 1st down with Stevenson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's a give to Stevenson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. Man in motion, heading left. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Ready,
They
go.
put Strange in motion. Play action. Here's Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Break.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready,
They put Strange in motion. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Daniels. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
It's 4th down.
Ready. Let's go.
They put Strange in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And it's going to be a Commander's first down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Here we go. Here we go. Huh.
They put Strange in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready?
Daniels going to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pass taken in by McCord. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Come on, come on.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That is hauled in at the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. No problem there on the extra point. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Let's go.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
He'll look to throw. Going for it all. That's caught! And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first.
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
On the set.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here we go. One final play. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So it's a win for our visitors. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in the bottom for my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sin.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on.